Hi everyone, John here. Taking a quick look at Roku on the daily chart. We've been pulling back the last couple of days. Roku is still exhibiting signs of strength with a series of higher highs and higher lows. So when it does pull back, I like to see if there's an opportunity for me to buy. First, I like to measure this pullback we just had from this pivot high to pivot low. This pullback is very close to $76. We're looking at the fourth number on the hover over. How 𝗪𝗔𝗊𝗃 support works like this. I'm looking at a chart, looking at this pullback, which is around $76. Are there any other pullbacks in this chart's history that are so very similar to the price pullback? For example, this one over here, this one's a pullback of $71.81. Going back on the chart, looking at this area, this is a pullback of $83.36. Zooming out a little bit more, this pullback over here is $78.47. Next, I take my Fibonacci extension tool, start to map out my 𝗪𝗔𝗊𝗃 support by using that pivot high, pivot low, projecting it to a new recent high. One more time, pivot high, pivot low, projecting it to this new recent high. Zooming out, I'm going to use this pivot high, pivot low, projecting it to this new recent high. Next, I'm using my Fibonacci retracement tool. I'm pulling from this pivot low to pivot high to see if there are any areas that's matching with my 𝗪𝗔𝗊𝗃 support work that I just did. We got some over here. I'm just going to remove the lines that are not corresponding. Zooming out a little bit, I'm just going to take that pivot low to pivot high. You can see we still have a 382 that's matching up with that cluster of 𝗪𝗔𝗊𝗃 support, and that's the one I'm going to keep. So there may be some potential support right at this level, which is around 412. On the hourly chart, you can see price is also trading right against that 200 moving average on the hourly chart. Now we do have earnings that's coming up on the 4th. And so I'm not going to do anything until after earnings and see how price reacts to this area of potential support. This is on the 15-minute time frame. What I'm looking for is after earnings, price starts to establish a series of higher highs and higher lows, giving me a trigger on the 15-minute time frame when the 8 crosses against the 34 moving average. Now, if it starts to crash below this cluster of support, there's nothing for me to do. Headquartered in San Jose, California, 2,000 employees, Roku is a TV streaming platform. Had to do a little bit of research because I don't own a TV. So Roku is app-based video on demand. When watching Roku, you still have to deal with a lot of advertising. Despite what they say at the top, you're home for free TV. According to this article, paid TV ad spend is now expected to decline by 15% to $60 billion this year from $70. So there are billions of dollars waiting just to move into connected TV ads such as Roku. Financials, they look amazing with increasing top line revenue. They're losing a little bit of money, but I think they can turn this around as they've already done so from the first quarter and also fourth quarter 2020. Coming out positive earnings. If you'd like to develop the confidence to find high probability setups using Fibonacci analysis, check out my course in the descriptions below. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, subscribe now. Hit that notification button. We go over US equities and also cryptocurrencies.